Google Hangouts is sharing your screen with Hangouts. It's google.com play. 8. Just do a quick audio check and then we'll be fine. Sounds fine, that's good. Okay, so we got to get back to Dad Book. I should have. Oh God, there it is. You've got dads. Oh yeah, we're gonna do Craig. Craig Khan. Okay. Hopefully we can finish Craig up in this episode, but if not, then I'll just have to come back to it tomorrow. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. On a Friday night, you're most likely to get in one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What is your ideal date? Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. Energy gel. Is that a thing? I spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Oh my goodness, Craig, I can't relate. I love you, but I can't relate. I don't do the sports. Okay, just a sec. Do, do, do. Okay, so I'm also probably gonna, when it comes to Amanda, I'm also gonna go for, I mean, I won't read through it, but I'll go for the world's okayest dad achievement. Is basically you just have to be an asshole to Amanda, and I feel bad about it, but. And navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for a game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk up to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda. I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to the softball game. Want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball toward me and I just ran off of the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic, sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eye, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. Amanda and I make a short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. Phone, what do you want? Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. Hopefully, I don't have to do it from like the beginning for the world's okayest dad achievement. I don't know. Hopefully not. Maybe I should check. I don't know. We'll try, but it might not work. Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kids' softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. So, when do the kids start crying and running off the field? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run into the field. Out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kid's brightly colored jersey, I see that it's the Jesus Christ, Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks? Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up. How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Okay, keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun. What are you willing to sacrifice to win? Does this matter? um, I don't know if it matters, does it? Leave it all out on the field, Miranda. If you want this, you're going to have to bleed for it. Who I assume to be Miranda's father gives me a dirty look. I shoot it back at him. That attitude isn't going to bring Miranda to D1. Dad, please don't fight any other dads while we're out here. We watch a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Craig said Craig is good with children. Well, it's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out of the center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and it hits her straight in the forehead. See, it's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off of the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit when we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the ninth inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. Ah, why? I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season. It's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Hello. Such a sad hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad and I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. Nico, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up and then we can hang. Sounds good. I'm not changing the voices at all because I'm too lazy. Just then one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm not even going to try to make a woman's voice. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand a hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. All right. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of the minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold whole pieces in half and then put taco fillings inside? Ah, tacos. I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza then. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad. Different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. Okay. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it all from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds up his fist for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. I don't remember any of Craig's date things. Oh no. Created a version, tag team with Amanda, Smokescreen, Martha. What is smoke screening? Alright, we're gonna be back to my wingman days. I gotta run the blocking play. So Martha, it must get lonely without Daniel, you know. I also happen to be an eligible single father. I wiggle my eyebrows at her. Pass. I remember that working better in the past. She turns it back on me to talk to Craig. Nope. Do any of these even work? I don't even know. Tag team with Amanda. I give Amanda another knowing look and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts a hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie. You're not going to projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm going to projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging. Oh my gosh, she's fake crying. Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and it's feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam. Well, I guess it went away and I'm fine now and nothing's wrong. She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. I don't. Do any of these even work? I literally don't even remember. Might as well try though. I literally don't remember any of his date options though. So, create a diversion. I pull up the first thing that comes to mind. Who watched Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers last night? What? Callum and Flint Dogbone visited a truck stop that was also in a cemetery and lead an exorcism of a ghost that was haunting the hot dog grill. I nudge Amanda for support. There was also a demon haunting one of the bathroom stalls and it kept throwing poop on the wall. Pretty scary stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a good chance there's a non-paranormal explanation for that, but still quality television. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either. Wow, we have so much in common. Damn. She turns her back to talk to Craig. So literally nothing works. So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover? Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Yuck. Wow, this lady's really going for the gold. Ha, it'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns attention toward her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine. I swear if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Yeah, the team's one big, weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens. Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Oof, I think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad. Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat a record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help. Oh, man. Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But, Dad... Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy. Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but this seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on a pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull out a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. Oh, God. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, ranking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Oh, that's so interesting. So, do you know if he's, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say. Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt? Just because it just seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it'd be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds off and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda. Bro, what's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of the car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of an empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my Kegstead and Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off those rare horizontal keg stands. Wow, that sounds impressive, I think. It was defeated discipline, bro. Trust me. Shut up. Shush. Go away. Shush. Leave. Shush. Please. Go away. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long, I don't even know where to begin. Probably just ask about everything, but I'll ask about the kids first. I can't believe you're father of 3. Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. So, is this softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you? Heh, I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats. They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T Rex. Exactly. So you run a business now? Yep, we sell fitness gear, imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod, mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing. If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You could sponsor me. I'll rep your leisure wear brand while I mow my lawn. That is the most glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. It's nice out here, quiet. Must be a good way to get away from all the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That hot silence. You sound like you'd get along with Robert. My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger to my girls' lives. They've already been through so much, I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. It's probably the top one, but or this one. You're doing a great job. The right person will come along eventually, or hit softballs don't get hit on by moms. It's probably the one of the first two. Um. Okay, good. You don't have to rush it, man. Things will fall into place for you, and someday you're gonna find someone who cares about you and your kids just as much as they care about you. Bro, that's so sweet. I can't even try to do a bro voice. I don't even care enough. I can't. I'm not a bro. Well, I'm distracted. I missed the softball, and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. You would be so lucky. Kissing is for the week. That was planned. It's probably or that was planned, but it's probably. I feel like I've earned it at this point, waiting all day to hang out with you. Well, Craig leans in and kisses my forehead. Walk it off, champ. Are the lights on the softball field really hot, or is that just me? I hate that he has the little stupid douchebag thing on his eyebrow, but I still love Craig. I get up and dust myself off. Oh my god, River looks so fucking done. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so. You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter? How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot with a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah, could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing where we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as we can manage with the baby between us. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang out soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks, I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash, and the other it's Amanda, is that me? Yep, the whole thing is about my goals for the future. And those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. I might have to take an entire save and start from the beginning with the world's okayest dad, so I'll do that some other time, maybe at the ending. It's happening. Oh, Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude, the softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah, how about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. I don't really think that there's a purpose of learning parallel parking anymore. They don't make you do it on driver's tests anymore, so I mean, fuck parallel parking. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey. Okay. Date complete. Please be S rank. Oh, thank God. Wow, that was an amazing date. Gee, thanks, Craig. Love you, babe. Oh God, itchy. Okay. Hoping we can finish this all in one go. I really want to get some good quality time with Craig. The last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I felt like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for a round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run and then you get brunch. Oh, right. Craig and I agreed to a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we, do a salad night? Dad, are you on a health kick? Not yet. I formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by the virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. I'm sorry, Amanda. It's time. Don't worry about it. The committee is still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese and tomatoes, and a couple of the garlic sauce chips? Cups? Not chips. That'd be weird. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw some leaves in there or something? Yeah, like he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico. I know, it's tragic. Amanda listens. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano is a salad. Yeah, Rico, sprinkle some of that on there. Yep, Cash is fine. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered when we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful. Running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First, you go on a couple light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into some home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? I actually don't know. Can I look it up? Is it a drink or something? I forget. Kombucha. It's a drink. Slightly alcoholic, lightly something sweetened black or green tea drink. Okay. Okay, so you won't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey, probably not. I mean, oh god, what's the last time I ran for like an extended period of time? Gonna say 8th grade gym class. So, oh god, how many years is that? Like 3 years or almost 4 years? What is it? Yeah, almost 4 years? We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I called a night early, so I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is, or just dry heaving? No, it's not what runner's high is, I don't think. I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a Riders Summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out to the door for a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow, exactly like he always is. Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Honestly, right now I'm dressed similarly to Craig, besides I'm wearing a white and gray shirt and black joggers, but pretty much the same style of shirt and joggers, just different coloring. We match, Craig. Love you, boy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Like you will. Go. I can't make noises, so. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would have tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. Ha, well, I'll try and keep up. So where are we headed? I was thinking that we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. That sound okay to you? I'll throw some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. You're joking, right? That sounds like something I'm able to physically do. No! Great, let's get started. Damn. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. I'm sad. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. All right, good warm up. That was the warm up. Let's start the show. But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but I thankfully don't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I do not drink enough water. Hey, I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro. You ready? Yeah, my body is collapsing on itself. It's probably, yeah. Unfortunately. We finally finish our however many 10th lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Huh, almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What? I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to the limit just now. I can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs? Lap. There's my little cheerleader. Nico, you ready? Ugh, ugh, I relate to the third one, but I have a feeling it's the first one. You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now? We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Nico, there's two things that you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running until you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill. That's not the top. Oh no. Probably the least one, but let's do this. Oh, that's hell. I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over to my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment, please. Hoo boy. Craig looks like he's taken a beating as well. So he is human. You can put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony. And here, Craig tosses me a water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude. Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought that was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying. What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us. Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing. I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. It should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. I already knew that. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for the world-renowned Detective Solis. Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro. I was just about to say that until we high five and decide to jog back into the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we can interrogate. Sounds good. Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have the adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit. All valid points. I think you would make a great good cop because your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meat Hill in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between, and they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff. Nice. Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment. Smart. So, where to, bro-tective? Let's just go to the playground, right? And then because we're supposed to, yeah. We make our way over to the small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Let's interrogate Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. Nico, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, just love to run and be healthy. That's my kind of whole thing. That is a lie. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying. Buddy. For boat ropes. Right. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here? Joseph looks around. They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. That sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Mischief, you say? Wait, am I being interrogated right now? No, yes, probably that one. Only if you did something wrong. Thank you for your time, citizen. No, I think it's no. It goes yes. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph. Arnold means a lot to River here. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears to the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! We head back to the playground. Let's try to calm River down. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of not being able to find Arnold. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Craig straps River to the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back to the investigation. I think move to another part of the park. And then let's go to the field, right? We wander around to a grassy field, at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures crammed out on the blanket, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Try Matt and Carmencita. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass, so we jog over. Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine. You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Nico. Say, Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second, how do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experience with one recently, would you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is. Oh my god, what if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly checked my body for Polaroids. I might have kept my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw a memento once, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Nico, don't let them win. This is me. I shake off the thought. I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out. Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River here has a breakdown. Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. Interrogate River. Wait, let me try this. There's always the culprit that usually gets expect. I get eye-to-eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. It's obviously good cop. I'm just saying anyway. Hey, sweetie, believe me, nobody wants to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues, and I think somewhere that baby brain of yours might have something that'll lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? Yeah. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. We maneuver back to the field. We can check out the squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree. There they are. Carmencita was telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have brought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. I've deduced where we should go next. So, to the woods, right? We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Joseph's twins must be out around here somewhere. Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. It's probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there's any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end partner, bro. We return to the woods. Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay, hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding in per day. Filling quotas. I relate to that. Have you by any chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara it's a large rodent native to South America. I know. I can't do his voice right now, and I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't been doing it constantly. So have you seen one? A stuffed one? Not a real one. That would be weird. Be bad cop? I don't know. Because I feel a good cop wouldn't work with Robert, so. Alright, Robert. We've been nice. Help us out, or I'm gonna go off, learn how to fight, and then come back here to kick your ass. You learning how to fight? Please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm going to spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Can't fucking say that. You're bluffing. My buddy here doesn't play by the rules. Nico will do it. Callum and Flint crash into a haunted. Stop. You're a monster. Robert sighs. I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay? Crap, I was really nailing the bad cop bit, too. I thought for sure we had something. Now what, bro? Joseph said his twins were around here somewhere, but I have no idea how we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Why didn't you tell me they had something to do with this? Maybe I should have left good cop, bad cop routine to the pros on TV. Yeah, Robert, bro, do you know where they are? I do. A lot of people underestimate the senses of a man who broods. I saw them lurking around here a little while ago. I can't get low enough to do his voice. It just sounds off. Oh well. Yeah, my nose is kind of stuffed. That might be why. Where'd they go? Ran into the woods. I'd be careful though. I don't trust them. But then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby. I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo. I love Robert so much. Can we date him again? Thanks for your help, Robert. The woods. Okay, so probably go deeper into the woods. I'll just save it though, just in case. Even though I know it's probably this one. I mean, it's obviously that one. So, like, I stare into the depths of the forest. Who knows what could be in there? Are you prepared for what we might face in here? Yes. I'm ready, partner, bro. You? Nope, but if he gets River to stop crying, I don't care. Let's do this. We start off down the path into the woods, keeping our eyes and ears peeled for any sign of Arnold. There are no squirrels or birds anywhere. The silence is unsettling. The sun can barely peek through the canopy. It's colder here. Suddenly we hear voices. Ha! I want to do it. You gotta do it last time. Craig and I come to a clearing where we find Christian and Christy kneeling over something. Stop right there and put your tiny hands where we can see them. Christian and Christy just stare at us. You heard the guy. Put your hands up. We're kinda in the middle of something here. Yeah, can you come back later? What are you kids doing? Cutting stuff out. Cutting stuff out? I can't do voices that are kids or high. My heart is pounding. Is this the end of the line? I step closer. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A pair of safety scissors lies in the dirt, and it's Arnold. What have they done to him? Arnold! Goob! You heard the baby. Hand over the capybara. No fair. Finders keepers. No, not finders keepers. That's our property, and you desecrated it. Well, how can you prove it's ours? Yeah, it doesn't have your name on it. Actually, it does. See on the foot there? Christy looks at the foot. I can't read. Craig looks at me. I'm so done with this, bro. There's no use arguing with them. I gotta get her home. Oh, we need the fucking. Ah, oh, fuck. No, I know what we needed to do. Oh, no. We need the leg. Oh, no. Ah. Crap. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. So let's just go this real quick. As quick as I can. I swear to God. I fucked it. I think that we got his leg. I'm pretty sure. Just as fast as I can. I'm sorry I fucked it up. I'm just hoping that that was right. Oh, God, please. I totally forgot I needed the fucking leg. Craig holds up Arnold's severed leg. I have to look away. You two got sloppy. You left evidence behind. I think you'll find that this leg fits perfectly onto his body. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry. Christian and Christy look at each other. They don't know what to do. How about a deal? You give us a capybara and we don't tell your dad about this. Fine. She hands over the stuffed animal. And give us those safety scissors. They're clearly no longer safe in your hands. She hands them over. I'm glad we could figure this out. Come on, partner. Craig and I start making our way out of the woods. He turns around and calls back to the twins. And tell your dad to stop letting you watch true crime shows. Ah, god damn it. With the capybara back with its rightful owner, Craig and I shamble into a nearby diner. Exhausted from our adventure, we find ourselves a corn booth and settle in. That was a tough case, but we cracked it. Where's the baby? We're a little different now. Changed. Did we get in too deep? It's nothing a hearty brunch can't fix. Stomach grumble. I suddenly realized how big of an appetite I worked up. Brunch, give me brunch. I have strong philosophies in brunch. You see, the first thing to do is divide up your brunches between bougie brunch, the upper class mimosas and eggs benedict brunch, and grimy brunch, the give me coffee and bacon and cheesy hash browns brunch. There's a time and place for both, and I think the most of life is figuring out which one you need more. So, what kind of brunch dad are you? I am definitely a grimy brunch. I'm not sure if it's the right answer, but it's the one I'm going to click. Because, like, bougie brunch, really. Make it fried and oily and clean the floors with a hose and I'll be happy. A fine choice. But wait, aren't you going on a health kick? Gotta treat yourself. Are we not dads? And is brunch not a higher calling than a mere diet? Student becomes the master. A young waitress passes out menus as Craig situates River onto a high chair. Is this your kid? You betcha. She's so cute. Hi, you. A blip. Hey, kid, middle school is going to be really tough, but you can make it through that. You can make it through anything. That in high school. The waitress walks away after winking at Craig. Seems like you're the most eligible dad bachelor in town. Oh my god, I forgot about the fucking mouth that's on my avatar thing. Oh my god. Guess so. Anyway, here's the thing about brunch. You don't do business during brunch. Brunch is a time for rest, relaxation, and restoration with those that you love. Do you love me? And while we're having brunch at a traditionally brunch time, the most important thing to remember is that brunch isn't a time, it's a state of mind. If you can't have brunch in your own plate, on your plate, you can always have brunch in your heart. I don't disagree with you, I just don't know if I can match your intensity. I'll open your eyes, bro, just you wait. We order our food, and the waitress, after very blatantly hitting on Craig multiple times, eventually brings us our brunch feast. Kind of the same thing, but feast. River munches on cereal right next to us, more or less managing to get it in her mouth. I gotta say, man, it's really great having you back around to hang out with. Things have been so busy with work and fitness and the kids, I just haven't had time to really go out and get to know people. With you here, it's like we're picking up where we left off. I know the feeling, man. Moving to a new place could have been really tough for me, especially with Amanda going off to college soon. You're making this a lot easier. Craig smiles at me. It feels really good to go on another bro venture with you, dude, just like old times. For a while, I forgot about anything that was bothering me in my life, and it was just you and me. And more coffee? Oh, no, thank you. So, do you like work out? You're asking him that, and he's literally he has a fucking like of course he works out. Yeah, mostly I can't say that with calisthenics. That's close as it's getting. But I try to lift as a part of the regimen. That's so cool. I've been looking for a workout buddy, you know. I wish I could help you out, but I'm enjoying brunch with my workout bro right now. Hello. Well, if you change your mind. The waitress slides a folded note to Craig and walks away. Craig makes a face as he reluctantly puts it into his pocket. We can't take you anywhere, can we? Rep. It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it? The next time we hang out, it should be in the middle of the woods where people can't interrupt us. And also maybe in some different woods in the woods where the little kids like to vivisect things. Craig laughs. Man, remember our old camping road trips back in the day? Joshua Tree, Yellowstone, that was the best. I'd give anything to do that all over again. Dude, we should go on and do a camping weekend. I don't know, bro. I'm an adult now. I have these adult responsibilities. I don't think I could just drop everything and go hang out in the woods for a few days, you know? It's only 2 days, dude. Come on, dude. If we plan things right, we can do this. You're making me say dude. Do you realize what you've done to me, Craig? Craig, don't you ever do anything for yourself? Craig stares into his toffee mug. Of course I do. Yeah, like what? Sometimes I let myself have 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream before bed, but only if I didn't meet my caloric intake for the day. And sometimes I let myself hit the snooze alarm, but only once. Dude, you gotta relax sometime or it's gonna kill you. Please come camping with me. It'd be so fun, bro. Fuck camping, but yeah. I guess I could get Smashley to take the kids for the weekend. I'll think about it. Baby. I don't even like kids, but he's a cute baby. He's also a cute baby. We finish our brunches and head back to the cul-de-sac. By the way, great job keeping up today. Seems like you're already making a lot of progress. Ha! I'm probably gonna need a little bit of recovery time after this. Tell the girl said hello. Tell me I tell the girls I said hello. Is that what I Jesus fucking Christ? I will. See you, detective. I say goodbye to Craig and step inside. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. I crack open the door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? It was good. We got kind of sidetracked because we had to travel into the depths of Maple Bay's dark underbelly to find a toy river dropped. But I actually feel pretty good. My legs give out, and I find myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Oh dear. That was S rank, right? I worked real hard for it. Please tell me. Bro, that was perfect. Alright, we're ready for the third date soon. It's a beautiful night, and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take a long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this it's out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Fuck sports. I look over to the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging out with some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me while staring off in the middle distance. Oh, so this is for Joseph. I'm just going to keep watching the game because it's not important right now. Whether or not Mary is actively looking for attention, I decide I don't really have the energy to give it to her. I politely reciprocate her glass raise while keeping my eyes glued to the game. Eventually, I manage to escape from the railings and realize Mary is left, blah, 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 blah. That's just the whole Joseph thing because I had 2 dates with him. That's not important for Greg. Third date. I'm sure I can commit because I love my boy, Queg. Oh dear. I realize I haven't checked the stream the whole time and now I'm nervous. Oh, please have been working fine. Well, it's still up, so that's good. It'd be nice if it could load so I could check it though. Please. Don't make me nervous like this. Come on. Okay, yeah, it's up just fine. Whew. Sorry if I just breathed on the mic. I don't know if I did or not. Okay. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that he will just to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on a regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here in a minute now. Amanda's going to be spending the weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. Since I was 14. Wow, damn. She was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old madre de trees. Hey, are you gonna be all right on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's all right. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up a bag suitcase and looks next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Datatron. I'm a big kid now. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish hair. Car! Hair! Jesus, I can't read good. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it, don't you dare, such a gentleman. Probably gentleman, because I don't know. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Yep. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Yeah. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no, what's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just I. Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do you have anything to listen to? All I had in my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. You want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of Craig's sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stand is Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car's stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough we're both happily scream singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. The song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about how our foreign exchange student's roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes with whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Why isn't the background changing then? It feels so good to be back out here. Real good. Oh, there we go. Okay. Violent forest sounds. Great. We park our car at the entrance to this familiar trail and load up the gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and start off the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? I think there would be the right answer. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? I don't know, Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We should find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just got to remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from Maud and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles into the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot, and I hand Craig the stakes. Craig? We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. We have never known how to do it, to be honest. Okay, the repeated forest sounds are kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad, it looks pretty decent. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon the rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we're going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up that way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh and our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us that our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we got closer, I hear water running. Oh, thank God, it's finally a different noise. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by wild clearings surrounded by trees. In front of us, a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall. It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get the idea of how deep the pool is. Think we'd jump off like the old days? Ha, this old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Let's look at Craig's butt. I think we're supposed to, but let's look at Craig's butt. That's nice. Nice. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glue workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this, dude. He's already making his way to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Who needs pants anyway? I like that, but let's put on a show, maybe? If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me a wolf whistle. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's gloves. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Yee. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over to the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college. I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks at me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Ooh, He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurfaced to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. I think I'm supposed to dunk him. I lunged for Craig and managed to get him an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. And then I dump him down for the splash. Drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. Do you think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro, these arm cannons are dad launchers. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? I'm going to just save. I know that we keep going, I think, until he says he's done. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more on you? I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we finally get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps on the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get back before it gets too dark. You're right. We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in a tinfoil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station. I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember now that his entire sophomore year's diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. And I have trouble believing the thing that he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gestured to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder, we can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and the cold breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some more support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. Probably go overboard with compliments. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hardworking father with steady work ethic, and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero, and this neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay, don't let your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. God, I can't speak good. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in the lawn chairs, and Craig bought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for steaks. After all the hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit with the calm sound, with the sound of, wow, I read from the bottom to the, with the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in the pan he's been heating up in the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fantiest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet into dry ramen and eating it straight up. Oh god. When did this happen? He used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Oof, that sounds not good. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my head away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig a while as he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity that he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down. I'm tired, bro. I think about being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy. I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school, I cook healthy meals for them, I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way. That and I don't want to fall to my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too. I do though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know? What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. It just, I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them. But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do it more, to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. Do I, though? Probably hell yeah, bro, right? Bro. That's a nice. Sorry. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this, Nico. No, me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Woo woo. Is it gonna happen? We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry, I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Craig unzips his sleeping bag and spreads it out so that there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over, and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig, I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny. Why did you have to say bro? Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair and then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. Sorry, we kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Ooh. Smashed. Oh, God. Oh, God, Craig. The gold medal, the fucking. Ugh. Oh, my God. Okay, so this is the end. Alright. This is Brian. Daisy, just seeing if there's anyone to talk to, because I don't want to zoom through too fast. Pew pew! Hi, Robert. I love you. Love you forever. Okay, bye. Matt, alright. Love you. Hey, it looks like a man is hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square? Briar? Star? We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even thinking me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we going to be finishing? Each other's... Sentences. See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to be eating their full. Oh, goodness. Hello, Craig. I take a seat next to Craig and as the last guest fucking wow, I can't speak. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro, this reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. I'm taking this weekend to relax. The party was my first step out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Nico Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to blah 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 something about it. I accidentally skipped it. We both giggle, but man, do I just want to pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. Looking for balance. I accidentally skipped it again. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process, and it's going to take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me through a kiss. Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be all right. Can we stop calling each other bro then? Oh, I'm glad we made it through it. The whole thing. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have time. That's cute. And this is the good shit. All right. So I'll be leaving it here, but I'll be back maybe tomorrow if I have the time. Depends, but see you soon.